TJ Wickman here. I am doing this assignment. This is for the final, basically, Mastery Journal to give you some insight on my experience through the pre-production course. The first thing I would say, going through this course, have a lot of this. That's water, a lot of water, a lot of coffee. The clock you're going to want to have because you're going to want to wake yourself up because there's going to be a lot of time spent doing stuff. Pillow you might want to just throw away. You might lose a little sleep depending on how quick you are. Get your veggies, eat those. That's going to be important for you. And finally, here's a cup. But it's not really the cup I'm showing you. It's actually Krampus. But that's what I'm showing you. There's nothing in there. It's empty, open. So have an open mind. Have a very open mind. Ask a lot of questions. Even if you've been shown something once or twice, ask a lot of questions. Because there's a lot of things to do in this course for the pre-production book. Just make sure you're doing the best you can. And Professor Bird, I know also goes over things. Will go over things many times with you to ensure that you are doing the right things. So those are all very important. Another thing I would say is you want to learn as much technology as you can. And those could simply just be different softwares. Different softwares you're using like Scriptation, Satellite, Shot Designer, Canva. So they're not all that difficult to use, but there might be some functions, some features here and there. If you don't know, it's going to set you back sometime. So just try and get a tutorial or two, go over these things to be as efficient as you can while you're using them. Because if you're like me, it takes you a little while to pick up something new. But again, they're not too bad to use. As I said, you want to ask a lot of questions, and Professor Bird is going to be very willing to go over things with you. Start immediately. In this class, start immediately. Day one, go home, start working on, obviously, the assignments that you're getting that day, but also work on the pre-production book immediately, too. Start working on that title page with art. Just get going really quick. Things you don't want to do, you don't want to make too many mistakes because that's going to set you back. There were a couple nights where I was up most of the night having to correct mistakes that I made on previous aspects of the pre-production book. So that's going to take up time, going to take up your sleep when you could be getting ahead on other things. While I'm saying that, at the same time, I would say don't be a perfectionist because you have limited time to do the things you need to do. You don't have to spend hours and hours and hours making everything perfect, making it the best you can. You have to work within the time limit that you're given. And sleep. You got things to do. You have plenty to do, so do try and get some sleep and keep yourself rested up. Hopefully that'll eliminate some of those mistakes. Another thing I want to cover is the relevant and important info pertaining to your specific job, and I assume this goes on the Russell Gemstone, the week 3 that we spent with that. So I was a grip, so one thing I would say is talk to a lot of people. Get to know everybody on set, people passing by, because it's a bit of a chaos, a bit of a jumble, so you're always going to want to have people there to help you out, and if you can know somebody's name, then you can work better as a team. So meet people. Watch the tension. Don't get so angry. A lot of times on set, I've seen people get really angry. There are things you can stay calm on a set and still get plenty done. So just kind of learn to relax, work together as a team again. Again, ask a lot of questions will be something you want to do. Be okay with the fact that you don't know everything. Just because you're in that position doesn't mean you have mastered it. It just means you've maybe done a little bit and you're getting some more experience in that position. And any further information that I'd like to give would be to have pre-planned ideas for how you're going to run your set on your thesis. One thing that I've pre-planned is how am I going to direct some of these actors when I get there. They're things that are going to make your whole shoot a little more efficient. You also want to give more time rather than less in your shooting plan, so when you're making those shooting schedules, give yourself enough time to shoot everything you want. Always be willing to turn on a dime, so that just means be flexible. You've all learned so far that flexibility is very important because everything can change like right now. And again, do the best with the time that you have. In summation, I would say watch your time, work within your time limits. You don't have to be perfect, just be as good as you can, and ask a whole bunch of questions. And that's my time. Thank you.